The Preble Street Resource Center is less than $1 million away from meeting its $14 million capital campaign goal. That money will be used to help a lot more vulnerable Mainers. News Center Maine's Jackie Mundry fills us in on the services the center provides and the growing demand for them.
We've never worked harder than we have the last year and a half. It has been unbelievable.
For Mark Swan and his team at Preble Street Resource Center, it's been a busy year and a half.
We couldn't focus on fundraising when we were focusing on keeping people healthy.
Preble Street is close to raising $14 million, which will address the nonprofit's need for more resources. There are 6 things that are being addressed in this capital campaign. An emergency fund to use in case of increased demand, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. An advocacy fund to improve public policy, renovations and updates at the youth shelter, expanded women's shelter, a new 40-bed wellness shelter, and a support center for survivors of human trafficking, which is the first project to be finished and is set to open in about a week.
It's to help the city. The city shelter is far too crowded.
The city is currently in the planning stages of a new shelter to replace the Oxford Street shelter. A proposed 208-bed shelter on Riverside Street went before the planning board last week, but a number of community members have been outspoken about wanting smaller shelters. Kimberly Cook of Smaller Shelters for Portland says shelters should be capped at 50 beds, and with Preble Street working to add beds, it will certainly help the city.
And it absolutely will change the capacity that is needed to be built for shelter beds in the greater Portland area.
Construction on the wellness shelter is about to begin, and Preble Street officials say they hope to have it done before it gets too cold out. In Portland, Jackie Mundry, News Center, Maine.